Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. Thought I'd give you a quick update today. Not been around for a couple of weeks purely because I've been waiting for a lot of records to arrive. I've had probably 8 or 9 on order, and they've started trickling in slowly. I wanted to do a vinyl finds video off the back of that, but we've had some strikes, postal strikes in the UK, and things have been a little bit slow. One of my records I ordered nearly 10 days ago. It would normally be here by now, but it's just dragging its heels a little bit. I think it's due to it's because we're getting near Christmas as well. I think it's just that little bit more busy for the postal system. But anyway, little update there. I will be hopefully doing a vinyl finds video this weekend, and off the back of that I've got a couple of shootout videos that I want to do. Hopefully this month, if they're on time, I'll be taking delivery of the Vinyl Sonic ultrasonic record cleaner. That should be winging its way, providing they hit their target and they get production out the door on time. But as with all these Kickstarter campaigns, they're notorious for running late, so I'm not holding my breath on that. But today I just wanted to quickly talk about Discogs. Now, when I got back into record collecting 4 or 5 years ago, a friend of mine recommended Discogs, and I started looking into Discogs, and to be honest, I was sold on it. But over the last 4 years, I've sort of gathered a lot of experience, I think, with knowing how to use Discogs and what to look for and what criteria to use when you're buying records on Discogs. It can be a hit and miss thing on Discogs. You know, sometimes it's a bit of a gamble. I know Michael Ludwig, 45 RPM audiophile, he's not really using Discogs now. He's lost faith in Discogs. Right, so a bit of backstory. When I first got back into record buying, one of the first records I bought from Discogs, probably one of the first 5 or 6 that I bought, was Magical Mystery Tour, the double EP set. This one. Let's see. There we go. Right, this one. So it was advertised as VG Plus records, VG Plus jacket. Cost me £20. Not a lot of money, plus £5 shipping, 25 quid total, which I thought was really, really good. It's the mono version, which is what I wanted. And it arrived, and the jacket wasn't VG Plus. There was a bit of an issue with the records as well, because one of the records was the solid centre, and the other one was the 4-spoke push-out centre. So I got some copies mixed up along the line somewhere. The lyric inner, there's in the middle of the book of Magical Mystery Tour, there is a lyric sheet, and this had a big 2 or 3 inch tear across one page. Generally the cover had a lot of shelf wear on it. I mean, this has got a little bit, but I mean, we're talking about something that's like 1967, so. But the records were not in brilliant condition. The jacket was not in brilliant condition at all. It was far from VG Plus. So I contacted him, and customer service was absolutely brilliant. He got back to me within 24 hours and basically said, apologies, it looks like my partner at the shop, because this was a retail outlet shop, a brick and mortar shop in the UK. Looks like my partner at the shop has sent you the wrong one. We've got 2 for sale, and he sent you the wrong one. And without hesitation, he said, Don't worry, keep that copy that we've sent you in error, and I'll send you the correct one in the post. I'll get that shipped out, recorded delivery tomorrow. He was true to his word. 2 days later, it was sent, signed for. I opened it and I got this copy, which is in, as he stated, VG Plus condition, exactly as I had expected it. I gave him positive feedback on Discogs. The customer service was brilliant. I offered to send him the record back, the first one that he sent in error. He said, no, don't worry about it. He said, I don't want you to be out of pocket with postage or anything like that. He said, just forget about it. He said, sell it on if you want. I actually gave it to my son. And that, at the beginning, was the only real bad thing, experience that I really had with Discogs. In the last 4 years, the criteria that I specify when I buy from Discogs, I'm quite strict. But you are reliant on the seller knowing what they're doing. And as is often the case, I think it's more luck than judgment with me that in the last 4 years, I've had a lot of success with Discogs, to the point that I would say a good 75% of my record collection I got off Discogs. And pretty much 95% of what I've got off Discogs has been exactly as I expected. There's a couple of records I got which were incorrect pressings, but that was my fault. I wasn't looking properly, and it was early days and I was actually choosing the wrong. I wanted a UK pressing. I think I ordered Heaven Up Here by Echo and the Bunnymen, and when I received it I got the German pressing, German first pressing, and I thought, oh god, I wanted the UK. But when I looked, it was actually my fault. I didn't read the blurb properly, and it was early days for me. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you how I buy records on Discogs. First of all, I won't buy a record unless it's near mint, so I always filter for near mint. Now, I'm not expecting miracles with near mint, and I do know that you will get some signs of use. But general consensus of opinion is it should be pretty much visually flawless near mint, with minimal spindle marks on the centre hull. It will have spindle marks, but not many. It will be looked after. That's my interpretation of near mint. It will show very, very light signs of use. VG Plus record, to me, will show signs of use. It may have scuffs on it from inner sleeves, that sort of thing, but nothing detrimental that's going to really impact the listening experience of the record. So I always filter near mint, so I'll always buy a near mint record. I will, in some cases, go as low as a VG Plus record, but that is not always the case. Generally speaking, 95% of the time I'll filter it and I'll just look at near mint records. Next on the agenda is the jacket quality. Once I've filtered it for near mint records, I then only look at records with VG Plus or better jackets, because I want something that's going to look good as well. Now, especially with older records from the 60s and 70s, to get something that's really immaculately pristine is going to be difficult, unless you pay top dollar for it. And you know, I'm on a budget like everybody, so I've got to be a little bit flexible on that. But I generally go for VG Plus on jackets, on records, record sleeves. Which brings us up to today. One of the records that I received 2 days ago, actually, as part of the 9 that I've got on order. And so as part, let me just get it. Oh, so as part of my ongoing David Bowie collection, I'm sort of looking at, I'm working on buying all the Bowie back catalogue, but all OG pressings. I thought I'd start with something simple, something cheap that you can get for 15-20 quid. You can get near mint VG Plus copies of it for that amount of money. David Live, I think it was from the Diamond Dogs tour, because he does 1984 on it, and Diamond Dogs, a lot of the tracks that were on Diamond Dogs are on it. But I've got a bit of a problem with this record, and I shall show you why, which is getting back to what I was talking about with grading with Discogs. So I got home from work and I was greeted by 2 or 3 packages, obviously records. 2 of them were in proper card mailers like that, excellent, you know, and generally that's what I expect them to turn up in, or something similar. David Bowie arrived in a jiffy bag with no card stiffeners in it. So straight away I was a little bit nervous because I thought, that means the jacket's probably got creased in the post. There's no card stiffeners in the jiffy bag. You could actually do that with it. It's just the bag. I'm not entirely sure whether this was my fault for not being a little bit more careful when I bought this record. This Bowie record was advertised as Near Mint Records VG Plus jacket, right? And I'm not going to mention any names, the seller, because I'm not going to do that. But so this turned up, VG Plus, right? So we've got ring wear, we've got horrendous edge. Look at that. Look. Terrible. The back of the jacket's got a split in it. Oh, I haven't done that. You can see the tear is. And then we get to the records, and I went to get the records out, and this happened. No inner sleeves. They were just posted like that. Right, this is the sort of thing you see in charity shops, right? I paid £20 for this. That was including postage. So I emailed him back and I said, I'm not really happy with what you've sent me because, for one, there's no care and attention taken with the packaging. You didn't send the records in inner sleeves. They're just in the cardboard jacket. Now, to be fair, the actual records themselves look to be in quite good condition. There's no scratches on them or anything like that, but I would say these are more VG condition rather than VG Plus. The jacket is definitely not VG Plus. I would say that's good, if that. You know, it's had better days. It's dog-eared. It's really in shit condition. Let's be honest, right? So I contacted the seller. Long story short, he was quite rude to me, and basically gave me a full refund and told me I could keep this. So I did get a refund. It's still pending in my PayPal account, but I have got a refund. This is going to be winging its way to my nearest charity shop. I will be putting the records into some polylined inners, so that the next person that buys this in a charity shop for about £3 at least we'll have decent records, if not a brilliant jacket, you know. But it's a good record. It's just a shame that there's sellers out there. I mean, that's the other thing. I'm looking at this jacket, and people have been using it to lean on, to write things. You can just see the impression of where, I don't know if you can see that under the light. You see that? It's just a sorry state of affairs. But I just thought I'd bring that up as a short video today. A little bit of a rant. You know, the guy that I bought that Bowie record off of, when I looked at his feedback, he only had 25 feedback, which is why I'm sitting there thinking, oh, was it my fault for not being more careful? But you've got to give people the benefit of the doubt in these situations. We all start somewhere, don't we? And I just expected something better from a new seller, you know, because if you're starting off in business like that and you're selling stuff on Discogs, from the get-go you want to make a good impression, don't you? And you don't really want to sort of upset people. He was quite rude to me. He called me something nasty and told me that I could keep the record, like I say. So that will be going to a charity shop. I am going to reorder it from another seller. I think I just was unlucky with that. But, you know, Magical Mystery Tour and David Live, two of the only issues I've had in the last 4 years buying from Discogs. Generally speaking, I've had some extremely good experiences with a lot of the sellers on Discogs. So yeah, that's just a quick video really to put out there. In the next couple of days, providing more of my records arrive, I'll do a vinyl finds video, so you can see what I've been buying. I'll include David in that, just because, before he goes winging off to a charity shop. And we'll leave it at that. And till next, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you next time. Cheers. Bye bye.